Well, here we are, we finally made it. F&S Bushcraft. Out in Scotland. Oh, fantastic. Awesome. No matter how knackered I feel, we're up since 5 o'clock this morning, aren't we, Matt?
Yeah.
Carrying half a donkey, I think, on his backs. We're out. I don't know if you can sort of see that behind me. I'll try and get a shot. Looks just like woods to you guys. I'll spin it round just to show you the loch that I'm sort of stood next to. This is just a small one that's in Loch Ard Forest. Lily pads. Apart from the odd annoying dog owner, it's been great.
Yeah, even in the middle of nowhere in Scotland, there's still frigging people.
Alright now, there's no need to be anti-person. Behave yourself. I will poke you with my finger. Okay guys, we'll catch up with you a little bit later on, a little bit further down the road, and we'll give you some more different shots, show you kind of what we're getting up to. Hopefully a little bit of fishing, bit of waterfalls, bigger lochs, Rob Roy's cave, that'll be in here hopefully, and bushcrafting. And if we catch a trout, we'll show sort of descaling that, gutting it, cooking it, etc. if if we catch one. That still has to be seen. Just spotted on the loch where we've just done the intro, lily pads with lily flowers. That's rare. I don't usually get to see those. I mean, other people might not find that really that interesting, but I love nature and it's things that I just don't usually get to see. These lily pads. Beautiful. You get a better view because I've managed to flip the camera around. See a mountain there poking up over the back of the trees. Beautiful. So yeah, we've just dipped down off a path that's behind us up there, just to come down here and have 5 minutes peace. Hiya. This part of the forest that we're in is like a mix, isn't it, Matt? This sort of side's what, silver birch, oak, rowan.
The native forest that was here.
Yeah, and this would have been
thousands, if not millions of years.
Ancient forest behind me.
Yeah, you've got
and then they've kind of wrapped around it, haven't they, Matt? This plantation, I think.
Yeah, and they've planted pine and hemlock and cedar and stuff.
Yeah. We've definitely spotted something that looks like pine, but it's not, and huge. So we suspect they are hemlock. We are on this trip trying to, how can I say, sort ourselves out with a bit more sort of tree and plant identification, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which is always useful. So it's a bit of a learning curve for us, this one as well, test our knowledge. So yeah, we'll be back shortly, guys. Say toodles.
My dad's can.
balancing stones not really can, but this is something that the Buddhists do, some kind of rock balancing thing. It's supposed to, I don't know,
That's mine.
more hippie and peaceful.
Walking down this partially dried up riverbed. Have you just done that one?
No, just there before on the right here.
Oh right, okay, you did more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have had a pretty hot Scottish summer for it to be this dry.
Yeah, we've got to try and find a way of crossing this.
We can get over to those big boulders over there and we can get across over there. Or here.
Yeah, we need to get across this bit somehow without falling in and getting wet.
Yeah.
You know it's just calamity, innit? It's those we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mouths on one side.
Yeah.
The place.
Yeah, but there it's not place out of fresh water. Place of salt water.
Are they?
Yeah. I don't know of any. Weird. Oh, you thought you'd video me in case I made a dick of myself?
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying.
Yeah, you always have yours hanging so low.
Well, how should I get... I just need to scoot it up the tree a bit, don't
Yeah. Scoot the bands up.
I? I'm just tired, Matt. Good morning, guys. Here we are, day 2. After a very sort of long night last night. By the time we got ready for bed and we'd had a fire and steak and something to eat, we were just too knackered to film. We were exhausted. We'd walked probably about 5-6 miles for us, quite a lot all in one day. A little bit of a detour yesterday, and Matt's feeling it a bit this morning, aren't you, mate? As you can see, the Scottish midges are real. They're everywhere. Oh my god. Bit of a nightmare, aren't they, mate?
Yeah.
But yeah, we chose to hammock last night. It's kind of what we're doing on this trip. And there's Matt set up under his tarp. And I'll just take you for a wee wander, as they'd say here in Scotland, just from where we're hammocking up this little trail. We got here sort of late yesterday evening after a spot of fishing, and a bit of an extra wander that we didn't need to have to do really, but we did it across basically through all that off trail, because on the trail would have taken us down there by another extra mile and a half that way, and then a mile and a half back this way. It would have been an extra 3 mile on top of a day where we were knackered. But yeah, we cleaned all this area up because there was absolutely tons of rubbish that people had left from the day. All over here was just covered in litter, sweet wrappers, noodle packet wrappers. There was all sorts of stuff, glass. It was horrendous. So we did our bit and tidied it all up. We had built a better fire pit, and had steaks in my little frying pan over the fire. Absolutely awesome. Very welcome. And a brew and a cigar, sat and chilled. And we had that to look at while we ate tea. Wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome view. It's a little bit more overcast today, but it may brighten up later. But yeah, it was very sunny and hot yesterday. Today, the day's starting with a bit of mist, bit overcast, but it is Scotland. And most days will probably start a bit overcast and as it lifts as the day goes on. But yeah. And we could see absolutely every star in the sky last night. It was gorgeous. So yeah, we are hopefully going across from where we are today over to Loch Ard. Kind of done everything higgledy-piggledy, not kept to the plan that we had, which is a bit silly really, but hey ho, you know. We wanted to fish in a river, but the river was basically just pebbles. It had dried up, they mustn't have had much rain here, which is surprising for Scotland. That didn't happen, so we had to go across country to get over to this little loch. I don't even think it has a name, not on the maps anyway, so that we could do a bit of fishing. So I kind of suffered it so that Matt could do a bit of fishing, which is what he wanted to do. Just spinner fishing and see if we catch any pike or maybe any trout, you never know. But yeah, I'll just show you for an example of the rubbish people are leaving. Baby wipes just strewn. And that's just a small bit of what we've tidied up and found. Absolutely tons of rubbish here yesterday, weren't there?
Yeah, everywhere.
Shocking.
Everywhere, burnt roots, and all sorts of stuff.
Kind of come just down here to this little opening here on the other side. And this kind of shows you the little dam at the bottom of the loch. I don't know if you can make that out over there, but there's like the fire pit centre screen just up from it. There was a bin bag and an Aldi, bright orange Aldi carrier bag. And I think at one time they had rubbish in, must have been recent. We turned that corner and all this green grass here was just littered with an Aldi bag full of rubbish and a bin bag probably half full. So 2 bags full of rubbish just strewn all over this grass. And I just feel really incensed by it. You know, like this for example. Just a pile of rubbish just left, look. Shocking. And you've got all this beauty, people just come and disrespect it. They just spoil it for the rest of us, but... Right, okay. That's enough rambling for me anyway. Yeah, we'll come back when we've sort of moved on a little bit from this spot. We've packed up and we've gone over towards Loch Ard. So
yeah, and we'll do some fishing.
We'll do a bit of fishing and we'll show a bit of that. That's if we're lucky enough to catch anything. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know whether we will, but it's very, very silty and weedy in it. But
in this particular pond,
you may get something on Loch Ard. I think you'll have much better luck, deeper. So by the time you've cast your line in and then you start reeling it in, it's not sunk to the bottom in all the reeds.
Yeah.
So you need something a bit deeper when you're spinning. But anyway, at least you had a practice last night.
Yeah.
Right, okie dokie. So we'll come back to you shortly. See you guys.
See you later.
Need I say any more, guys?
Hello guys. We've found a new spot to camp for the night. All those rocks there. And there's Dad. It's mad how big these trees are.
It's like something out of Jurassic Park, mate.
Yeah.
I've never seen trees this size ever in my life.
Yeah, this is perfect for bushcrafting, this is.
Look at the size of them. Mental. And you got that as a view. Awesome. This is just a bit of it, not done a third of it yet.
No. But yeah, we're at a location. Oh, hold on, brightness. Yeah, we're near a location called Rob Roy's Cave, I think it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just down there, probably what, 500 yards.
Don't it focus?
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
just that way.
Yeah, we'll try and get some footage of us fishing in a bit, but we are absolutely knackered.
Cream cracker. Bags are a lot heavier than we thought they were going to be.
Carrying
Really
those body
carry
bags.
weight. Tell you, it's like carrying a dead body.
Yeah, what we done today? We must have done about 3.5 miles today.
3.5, 4 mile.
And we probably did about 6
And I'm
yesterday.
carrying 42 kilograms.
So
You're carrying about 40, aren't you?
yeah.
No, pounds, not kilograms.
Yeah. 40 pounds each, basically.
£42 for me, £40 for you.
8 to 18 kilograms.
Yeah, about 19, 20 for me.
So yeah, if we remember, we'll film starting the fire, and if we catch something, Dad's caught a perch and I've caught 2 perch.
Doesn't matter. We both caught in Scotland. I'm not arsed. If I didn't catch another fish all week, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I thought I was going to go all week without catching something. So, but yeah, we'll try and film catching something when we do catch something.
It's a bit difficult though, isn't it? Because you don't know when
Yeah.
you're going to catch something. We're spinner fishing, so there's no float, there's no indication. It's literally bang, you're either on or you're not. And we've only caught little perch, nothing big yet.
No, not yet.
There are big pike in here, about apparently massive, like huge pike. We've got perch and brown trout.
Brown trout, yeah.
And they're all kind of, predatory fish. So we're thinking they're tired. Spinner fishing. And they think that that's the prey fish as it spins. And so we're choosing like gold ones or silver ones to kind of mimic the scales of the prey fish. Well, we've got a couple. You've got two.
Almost within like 5 seconds of each other.
5 seconds of each other. I got one earlier on.
Put one back, stick my rod back in the water, and I got another one straight away. So
Probably the same damn one.
no, it wasn't.
Could have been a very unlucky fish.
Yeah, probably. But yeah. Yeah, we've also got some freeze-dried ball in the bag meals. We'll show you if we can show you those later if you want. If you're interested in those. We're using them as like a weight-saving alternative for the backpack.
Yeah.
Which a lot of bushcrafters are getting into at the moment. So
I'm so glad we did.
yeah.
And we chose to not bring an axe, which has saved us a good 2.5 pound head of an axe. We chose to go dry food instead of wet food. So again, that saved us a hell of a lot of weight. And even still, we're struggling. I've changed out all like the steel and aluminium gear that we had, and I've replaced it with titanium. And still, we're struggling with weight. And we're not bringing really anything. The only extra thing we've brought on this trip, and that's gas canisters and a gas top, just in case the rains came and the heavens opened and
it'd given out
huge.
it'd given out wet all week. So
we've had nothing yet. It's been absolutely sweltering, sweaty, humid, midgy attacks. I've got like I've got bloody measles. The net I bought's crap, it's like a pair of fishnet wellies. So yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, well, we'll show you setting up the shelters as well at some point. So
shelters. You mean
shelters. Yeah, hammocks, tarps, and sleep system.
Yeah.
So
we're hopefully going to do 2 days in this spot. So yeah, and then we'll move on from here further up, do another spot that way. We're hopefully going to try and find a waterfall.
yeah, hopefully.
This is after we've found Rob Roy's cave and filmed that brief. Apparently it's only about 12 foot deep, but somewhere where apparently he hid. So,
yeah,
you know, we'll see.
So we'll catch you later, guys.
Catch you later.
See you in a bit.
I'm off. Toodaloo. I think we filled it up on stones, haven't we, to try and keep it up off the floor.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we've just moved from that other location because we couldn't find anywhere to hammock.
It wasn't ideal. It was too steep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we trekked down the path that we originally walked up, and gone around the other way, and there's like a little cove. You can see it.
we're basically on the opposite side of this little cove that we were over there. We're now over here. And literally, as we just came up, exhausted, knackered, came across this clearing.
Yeah.
Log to sit on, big rock fire pit, and potentially somewhere to hang hammocks down here to my right. So, sounds a good one to me. And we can just nip down there and fish.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Get water. So we've got water, bit of fishing, tea on the fire pit, somewhere to have a fire and chill, and somewhere to sling a hammock. To me, that's all the ingredients for 2 nights. Perfect. So we'll see in a bit when we've perhaps done a bit of wood prep. Either maybe a bit more fishing if we want to waste a little more time. Hammocks up, maybe, stuff like that. So yeah, see you shortly.
See you in a bit.